तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Sturls, my dog Big 30 The Truth. This is the Hesi podcast, and I'm back in the saddle, back in the building after a little birthday splash weekend, man. What's good with you, dog?
Man, I'm chilling like 3 villains trying to kill Superman. How many people was in the Legion of Doom? Anyways, yeah, I'm chilling like some villains.
Hey, well, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. There's a
lot has happened
today in the past week of sports, basketball particularly. We got some stuff. We're gonna talk about Vontae Davis passing away, unfortunately. Rondo retiring. The Warriors era might be coming to an end here. Luka dominance, man. I mean, just
Uncle
more
Luka.
of it. More Luka's killing it. And then we're gonna talk about the Final Four for both men and women. We're gonna talk about a little LSU and Haley Van Lith, Angel Reese, and the girls. We're gonna get it all up in that. So this is episode 20 of the Hesi podcast. Let's begin with a little. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I had to. I'm not gonna say it, man. I had enough of my Diddy jokes last week. You know, they go after Diddy's son. They're going after his son.
Man.
That nigga.
Okay. Did you read the affidavit? There's a 73-page affidavit.
Oh no, I didn't read all that.
I read it.
Joke. Oh, you read it?
On my birthday, I read it, dog. I read it.
Damn.
The whole thing.
Invested.
Man, I gotta know. And Diddy is a sick motherfucker, bro. Diddy is the ultimate villain in whatever movie you want. He is the ultimate fucking villain.
Oh, I got a movie. Man, it involves a mountain and some bad backs.
Broke back.
Oh man, I gotta get that about.
Hey,
I'm gonna be on this shit all night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Out of bounds.
You already know what it is. You already know every episode I try to give y'all a little bit of, sadness and humor in the same time. And sometimes people do dumb shit. Now, when you do dumb shit, you have to face the consequences. Like when you go out of bounds, the play's gonna stop. We're gonna talk about it. So I got 2 for you tonight, Sterling. First and foremost, Patrick Mahomes Sr. has formally been charged with a DWI and is facing up to 10 years in jail. Damn! And I just want to know, the little bro that don't do shit but get in trouble, why couldn't you go pick up your daddy? Even if you wasn't in the same city, why couldn't you go pick up your daddy? But yeah, man, best of luck to him. He's gonna get the best lawyers available because his son is QB God. But hey, don't drive drunk, man. Call a Lyft, call a Uber. But I will say this: they're from very distant parts of Texas where people drink and drive. I'll just be straight up honest with you. They drink and drive. It's not even a second thought about it. They do it and they get home. It's not a good thing. We're not proud of it, but shit, it happens. And you got to stop doing it. Otherwise, this might happen to you. Hopefully he doesn't get 10 years, but I know he's going to get some sort of fine. Says about $10,000. He probably going to get something. Something going to happen. He's going to get away with that. Now, secondly, we have another out of bounds play. It's like it's a 2-minute warning, man. We got niggas doing shit all over the world. Rasheed Rice.
Okay. Good.
You dumb motherfucker. I just want to clap it up for the niggas that have no common sense out in this world doing dumb shit. There's no possible reason on the earth why you should be riding on 75, fuck it, going fast. I'm rolling like a motherfucker, beaming like a motherfucker in the daylight. And then in this age of cameras, to get caught on camera, oh my God, what are you thinking? Hey, it's a party. They didn't even know. It's like Boogie came in jumping niggas. They thought it was just us two, and then Boogie came in and said, ha, ha. It was like, it was like these charges that's about to come at Rasheed Rice.
The trifecta is back. It's back in full, baby.
Back in the building.
Hey, but Rasheed Rice, though, you mean to tell me that they out there hitting licks, bro. I mean, they stole
Nah,
some
he
cleats.
actually.
They said they had guns and stuff in the trunk that they retrieved. Like, what are you doing?
I get.
Home of the killers, home of thieves.
Hey,
Boys
tell
out
him.
here gonna do
Yeah,
it.
tell him.
Yeah.
Southside the realest.
Yeah.
Killers, nigga. Southside the island. Nigga,
Hey, man, look.
we wasn't lying, nigga. Nah, I'm sorry. See, when niggas do dumb shit, bro, like it's always opposite. Now, you know, the car, and yeah, thank you, Chris Gerard in the comments. The car was rented. It was rented. So
Oh, it wasn't his. It wasn't his.
Yeah,
Nigga, these niggas, they trying to go. They trying to break all the laws at the same time. Nigga, what you mean? What is it to break one law when you can break 5?
Why break 5 when you can break 9? Why
Man.
break 5? Look at you.
Nigga, yeah.
I was convinced this whole time that was his vehicle.
No, he rented it and then did dumb shit in it. And then got recorded by someone on the highway, and he can't even hide. See, like, you know, at the beginning of this whole thing, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Before I saw the video of him doing it in daylight, I was like, he was actually smart to run. You know what I'm saying? To get the fuck up out of there.
Bro,
Someone stole it.
Buddy, you're just gonna leave?
The way he was scooting, he was like, "Damn, you know that nigga drunk, bro." I'm like, "Damn, to do that in the daylight, yeah, hey, well, you know, hey, bro,
niggas
you
will
know,
nigga.
hey,
Niggas will nigga.
Okay,
Boy.
this is why we love, you know, the fan family of the show. Like Christopher Gerard with another nugget before I could say he put it in there, and he texted his owner saying he was involved in the crash. Rule number 1, kids: if you gonna do some dumb bad shit, don't tell nobody. Ain't no trophies for that. They gonna say thanks for telling me, son. Now here's your punishment. Like, you're not gonna get away with it by telling.
You don't get credit for that though. He probably texted the owner after the owner done seen it on TV, man.
Bruh.
He don't get credit for that. Like he got good character. He can stop. He can stop with all that.
His bases, dog. Hey man,
bro,
that's some hood shit, and I appreciate hood shit, dog. But like, come on now.
Sterling, not the owner of the team. He texting the owner of the car.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, yo, I've been in this crash.
Okay, man. Okay, dog.
Oh, well, you know, he put the dots. You know, he was like, "Man, what you doing?"
You playing, dog. This is not real. It's not real.
Man, nigga, hey, there's one thing that's true. One of my homies told me, and I believe it to this day, is that there's nothing more diabolical than a football player with no football to play. Cause them niggas do not know what to do with life.
Idle time is they worst shit, dog.
Hey, bro, for everybody it's bad, but for football players, it is like the worst fucking thing ever. If you give a football player a week to do whatever he wants, he gonna get arrested. He gonna get arrested. He might get involved with the cartel. These niggas, he might go play a game, go kill somebody, and then come back and play in the Super Bowl. You know, you never know. Like football players with idle time are demons.
Yeah, it's a saying that me and my boys got. We say the offseason be kicking boys' ass, and offseason really do be kicking the NFL players' ass, like Russ said. I don't know what it is, man. It's like they need that rush, or they need that whatever, that contact, or whatever, you know. They try to supplement it in other ways, but nah, bro. Yeah, nah,
bro. As soon as that last game ended, that nigga said, "I'm playing GTA."
Yeah,
real life. Let's go. In real life, nigga. Let's go. I got $1 million in a fast car. I'm about to do some dumb shit. Let's go.
We're gonna do a heist, nigga. Man. We're gonna do a heist, nigga.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what that nigga in college was doing in Nebraska. Another out of bounds, remember? 6'6", robbing vape stores in the off season.
That was the old
Nebraska. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was at Georgia. He was a 5-star Georgia recruit. Hey, I don't started busting in vape shops. So hey, Rasheed Rice, man, you out of bounds.
Yeah, man. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so kicking off the show, man. Let's jump into some Iowa LSU talk. So the Elite 8 matchup this week, man. Iowa LSU was blockbuster. It was box office. I mean, Caitlin Clark put on the show,
mean,
man. She put on the show. Well, she hit 9 threes, 41 points, 10 of 22 from the field. I mean, damn near triple-double. Like, she's the best player in college basketball right now, and it's not even close.
She is. I'm not gonna hate yo. She is. She got it. She got it. That was white on white crime though. Like, Haley, you're acceptable, and no one should have done that to you.
I know, right?
Oh, Haley, and she was struggling like, what the fuck? I'm white too. She was like, you need someone with black speed to guard her. She said,
bro,
why would you put another Caucasian on Caitlin Clark? That is just stupid.
She
turn around backwards, batting her hands at South Carolina players last year. That girl bold. she does not give a fuck, and you put another Caucasian on her. Man, Haley didn't deserve that. Haley knew when she got the report. Haley looked at that and said, what are we doing?
You know what's crazy about that?
What are we doing?
In a high pick and roll scenario, okay, that defender, you got to eat that. You got to fight through that screen and get on top of that. And you're going to leave Haley Van Lith out there on an island just to get cooked. And the crazy thing is, everybody knows Caitlin, she going to step left. And she gonna jack that hoe. And she stepped left every single time and busted her ass. And I'm just like,
cheesing the fuck out that move. I'll be like, she going left and pulling up. Haley, no. I know her family's like, Haley, come on. Just at some point, just get crossed over. But hey,
it's like playing Madden with a PA crosser over the middle. Like, you can't stop it, dude.
Man, nah, they could have done something. They shouldn't have left that defender on that offensive player.
She hit one on Angel. Angel got it too now.
What would Flo do? Oh, Angel got a lot. And let us know, crying ass. I'm sorry. I love Angel. Let me put this, by the way. I love Angel Reason. Hopefully she got like some kind of camps in Baltimore. My daughters can go to them if she doesn't want to punch me in the face. But you can't do ads for fucking Fashion Nova and say I'm the catch, and then Calvin Klein and say it feels good to be young and sexy, and then say I'm over sexualized when you sexualize yourself.
She was sexualized.
You can't talk the most shit out of anybody ever in women's sports, like ever. Like, you talk the most shit, and we like it. It's just we don't, as people, as welcome to the big leagues, as I like to say, welcome to equality. Like, this is how the men are treated. If you gonna talk that shit, there is someone out there that's going to talk that shit to back. And you're going to have to learn how to ignore it and deal with it. And we just don't like the fact, you shouldn't talk about a whole bunch of other stuff and it's wrong, but people are gonna do it. And so for the fact that people are out there saying that this doesn't happen to men, Bron's son today was releasing pictures of himself in every other jersey because he went into the transfer portal and niggas was cooking him.
Did you
niggas
know?
Was cooking them? I'm sorry, I'll say this too. There was a time, y'all remember, when Bron beat Steph in the finals, and that 73-win team, when they were superimposing Bron's face on Steph's family pictures and saying, this is the new daddy. Like, so I don't want to hear any of this. Like, we go through this is the thing that like females try to do, and let's have it both ways. And this shit is not going to pop off in sports. Y'all can have that shit in any other fucking thing that y'all want, but you're not gonna bring the have it both ways shit here in sports, because that's the one thing that separates sports from all this other bullshit. There is a winner, there is a loser, and you got to deal with that shit. Like I am not having this whole cry fest about people being mean to her. Fuck that. People send death threats to LeBron for just being fucking alive. Like, people were on, and to say something like men don't get hassled for doing ads. I'll say it. One of my homies will say it. We was on Pat Mahomes' ass for doing State Farm commercials and getting that ass beat during the season. And what did he do? He turned that shit around. So, hey, like I always say, and I'll let y'all go after this, to the victor go the spoiled, and it's the agony of defeat. I don't want to hear none of that other shit. Oh, wait, my bad. One more thing, and this might make y'all laugh. This and Boogie, you might have heard this story, but friend of the show, Christopher Sherrard, tells me a story about it was the Texas State Football Championship. And I believe it was like Stony Creek or one of these teams went in and they tried their hardest and they got beat. They was in the locker room. Their hearts were crushed. They were just down. They were crying. And some niggas from the other team that was about to come in and try to win the championship walked in and said, man, shut your bitch ass up. Man, get the fuck out the locker room. Y'all niggas lost. We got a championship to go in. And you bitch ass niggas in here crying. Fuck all that crying shit. Get the fuck out. We need the locker room. And you know what? Them niggas won the next year. them niggas went and won the next year after some niggas told them quit that fucking crying. So hey, Angel, quit that fucking crying. You better go to the WNBA and show the fuck out. Tired of that shit. Can't have it both ways.
Look, I'm gonna say this, like, just to piggyback off what Russ is saying, this is a saying that I was told as a child from my uncles and my dad, and I think they fucking goddamn it's like was like Game of Thrones, their family crest or some shit like that. Nobody cared about them tears. Don't nobody care about them tears. And they will always tell me this shit like it's like
nobody care about them tears.
Nobody care about them tears, man. So and another thing is this, and I'm sorry, and this might be the ain't shit part of my of me, but whenever females get up in front of any camera and start crying, I'm automatically skeptical. I'm like, all right, bitch, what did you do? Like why? Because whenever they start putting on the waterworks, dog, you already know. It's like, what's the angle here, bitch? Like,
bruh.
What's the angle? So whenever you get on, you get out there, you just start shedding tears, man. It's automatic kind of a. Come on,
you want that sushi raw, nigga?
Yeah. Like, I'll be honest, like, nobody give a fuck about this shit. Like, and it will be the same thing if it was. T.O. shit was funny. It gave us a meme, all right. So the T.O. shit served a purpose.
Yeah, it was. It was.
So it's difference. It's levels.
But he was. But you know what I'm saying. But like, he was actually crying. Like he was like feeling. And we looked at that nigga and said, "Ha, nigga."
It gave us a great
saying, nigga was man, shut your bitch ass up, crying like that.
Pat
like, nah, man,
crying and shit like that. Great meme moment. Like, nah, this is what happens when you cry in sports.
Yeah,
no Sean Moreno, the big ass fucking tear that dropped from his fucking eye.
Man,
moment. Like, nigga, come on.
What that
over
the
national anthem, bro.
What that nigga say in that girl baseball movie? Ain't no crying in baseball.
Yeah,
like there's crying in sports. We don't call your bitch ass out for it. Nigga, like you can cry. Like, let's get this straight. You can cry. This is not toxic masculinity. You can cry. We get it, but shit. We gonna talk about your ass like, oh, this nigga over here crying. Yeah. Especially, actually, I'll take that back. If you're a player that doesn't talk a lot of shit, like, then people are gonna probably feel some sort of like condolences for you. Remember what happened when that shot hit for Kawhi? And once the moment that bitch went dink, 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 and Joel Embiid went, nigga said, fuck your ass, nigga. Niggas went in. I don't ever want to hear any woman talking about we get it worse. Niggas went in on him. Like for months, like nigga, nigga, you never gonna win. Like, nah, man, like fuck that. Put all that fucking crying. You lost, and it's cool.
We still getting miles. Out of these goddamn.
Yes, bro. So, like that shit. I'm sorry, y'all, but that shit sickened me to my core. It doesn't matter if they're females, males. I hate that fucking shit. Like, don't look for a fucking hug when you've been pushing niggas. Like, stop. Like, it would be, and she like, y'all made me the villain. No, we didn't. It would be like
Draymond Green crying.
Yes, and it's literally like, it's like Angel Reese knows that there's a section. I fucking love her, dog, on some basketball shit. I love the shit she does. I love how she told that other girl, how many points you got? And before she can answer, said, shut the fuck up talking to me. Like, that shit, that's my type of shit. But when you lose, you just got to bite your bottom lip and say, damn, niggas got me. And come back stronger. Because you talk shit. When Anthony Edwards lose, he going to bite his bottom lip and just come back stronger because he be talking that shit. When Luka lose, y'all saw that game last night, what you talk about, when we talk about the Warriors. When it looked like it was bleak and we wasn't going to come back, Luka bit his bottom lip and shook his head and was like, like, fuck. Like ain't shit you can do, bro. Welcome to both sides. Like, that's one thing that, again, we not fitting to have happen. Is you not fitting to get both sides. All you motherfuckers can put on as many capes as you want and try to make it seem like everybody's being chauvinist and mean, but we will not have it to where women can come in here, talk shit, and then lose, and then get sad, and people come give them a fucking hug and be like, oh, well, no one be mean to her. Nah, bro. Like, you talk shit, you lose, you take that shit. Because everybody else in sports does. Everybody else in sports takes that shit. Michael Parsons got fucking buried for having a podcast, for talking shit. J Rail, what's up? You about 30 minutes late, but hey, my nigga, that's what you do.
Hey,
that's my nigga CP Rail.
What made that whole situation worse is that Caitlin Clark she ain't say nothing. She ain't taunt. She kept I mean, it's like that to me is like point taken. You know what I'm saying?
But she talks shit during the game, but when she lose, she be like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you bitches.
ahead,
She be
go
like,
ahead,
I'm gonna
buddy.
get you bitches.
And that's the game that I think that the majority wants to see. Like the one thing that I have a problem with is that let's not put not trying to, the only pun I can find. Let's not put a makeup on and a dress on the females game. Like no pun intended.
Yeah.
Let them compete. Let's see that side of competition. Let's stop having them play the game the right way and having them, do all the, I call it the conservative style of hoops.
That's right. I would say that's the right way to
Let
describe it.
Let the motherfuckers get out there and talk their shit. Let them pop their shit. Let them go ahead and drop some motherfuckers. Let them touch some hardwood. Let them go out there and yam if they can yam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can load the rim. I'm not gonna get into it, but you can load the rim.
Yeah, like we want to see that type of competition, that level of competition. Like, man, because competition is not a pretty thing. Nobody really like you. Only friends after the whistle. That's what. That's what we were taught.
If that,
what I'm
if
saying?
that.
But
like and it's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah, you have to embrace. We have to embrace healthy competition. We got to stop shying away from this shit, and that means across the board. Like Russell say, equality is equality. Like, let's go ahead and fucking take the gloves off, of women's sports, except for, MMA, because they got it right, and boxing, they got it right, and let them fucking let them compete.
Yeah.
And that's just my humble opinion.
And everything that comes with it. That's all we're saying is everything that comes with it, let it come with it. Don't try to block it because someone's feelings are hurt or because some people are being mean, because those people are going to be mean regardless. That shit don't, like, no matter what you do, there's gonna be people that take it over the edge. There's gonna be people that talk their shit. So like they just have to learn how to deal with that shit. But I do think while we are on the subject of women's college basketball, which is fucking crazy in today's sports landscape, but South Carolina don't get enough love. I'm gonna say that before we stop talking about it, because I know that Caitlin's cold, I know that LSU is cold, but these girls from South Carolina have not lost their game. And they are not talked about. They are thought about like they're some like some team just like out there like all right, like nah, like, and the only person to beat them is left has to play UConn, which looks like Paige Buckers or Beckers. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but Paige looks like she back. Look like she back.
Yeah, he got a bunch of studs out here. No,
yeah, she got a voice like a crap nigga. I'm sorry.
No pun intended, dog.
Paige talk like
Whoa, that's a terrible word choice, Boogie.
I know. I caught myself, dog. That's why I caught myself. Forgive me. It's been a minute, dog. But they do got some dogs out there as far as like female hoopers. And for people that don't know, stud was always a term used for a basketball or a good player.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you were a good sport player, they called you a stud. Like, so when I said that, I said, damn.
Where I'm from, it has a whole different meaning.
I mean, let's be honest.
I know.
I mean,
let's be honest.
Let's be disrespecting here.
Let's be honest, Russell.
I mean, I'm saying.
Women's Final Four.
I'm just saying this before we get off. Like, if they probably would adapt this up and say, "Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to get that pussy too."
And we're done.
All right,
so
I'm
women's Final Four. Let's do women's and men's Final Four. We'll lump them together.
Yeah, we could just mix them up.
Yeah,
who's winning?
I want North Carolina to go for history here, and that's the only reason why.
NC State, both of them.
I want both,
men's and women's.
I want both. It hasn't been done in like 20 years since UConn. Yeah. So yeah, like
actually
DJ Burns. Hey, them boys tough.
No, they hooping. No. Hey, nah. He is known as Hercules Clump. Like, he is the little kid on the table that was flexing while his mom was going, Hercules, man, that nigga big. And just Debo with the Hakeem Olajuwon moves and the I don't need to jump.
Hit him with lateral movements.
Nigga, yeah, I know he frustrating as hell. That big nigga quick on his feet. I bet you can dance. I bet you that big nigga cut a rug like a motherfucker. Hey, DJ, if you ever see this, then I know it. I know he be in there twinkle toes like a motherfucker. But nah, I think I would actually, for the women's side, I want to see, and this is weird for me because normally I'm not like one that goes for the people that want to be undefeated, but I kind of got South Carolina. And on the men's side, to be completely honest, I got Houston who lost, so fuck them. But one of my brackets, I had Alabama going to the fucking finals and winning. So weird shit, but fucking go. I don't know. Hey, nah, I like that tall white dude they got playing for him, and the little point guard be hitting threes. So I like Alabama. It's crazy how the teams that lose the number one pick the next year, they're always really cold. The guys that are left over are always pretty good. But yeah, that's my champion. Sterling, what you got?
Man,
fuck Purdue. Sorry.
I think UConn's winning it for the men, and South Carolina's going to win it for the ladies. UConn, and I think it's going to be UConn and Purdue. Purdue is, I mean, look, man.
Fuck a dyke, I'm in love. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen because I just said the rapper. Fuck a dyke, I'm in love. Oh wait, I can do it. Hold up. Oh yeah. Ooh. Fuck a dyke, I'm in love. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna get these just jokes, people. Please don't be mad at me. And if you are mad at me,
so Ghost on the Paige Beckers is cute. She ain't got nothing on Haley Van Lith, bro.
I am not here.
Haley Van Lith is that's the right kind of milk right there, dog. That's the right kind of milk, bro. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Hey,
undisputed milk. Huh? Hey, you can't be mad at it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna be mad at you, but there's a whole lot of people there, but I'm ready for the war. That war, I'm ready for it. If you know me, you know me.
Hey, it just, it's just the tip of the cap. She it, bro. Paige Becker, she don't do it for me, dog. She too.
I'm not even.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just not feminine enough for me, bro.
I said she talked like a trap nigga. Now,
hey, what they call them? Gutter bunnies. She a gutter bunny.
Oh shit, dog! You said she got a
Paige Beckers is a gutter bunny.
No, I'm just not saying anything because I'll get canceled.
Shit, show nigga what you need, man.
I'm not as popular nor as rich as Andrew Schultz. So the shit that come out of my mouth, I gotta be careful. I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? But no, hey, you like what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Andrew Schultz been on fire with these Meek Mill and.
Oh my God! I said the only person that got better Diddy jokes than me is Andrew Schultz. I swear to God.
Yeah, he is on fire with these. I'm sorry, I had to take it there, but no.
Shout out to Andrew Schultz, man. Say what the fuck you want.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, no doubt. Well, shit. Diddy ain't have, and I don't want to say no Diddy, no doubt. Well, I guess Diddy didn't have doubts.
No, Diddy did it.
He did it.
Oh, Diddy did it. You know what else did it?
A lot.
Stevie J. Yo, why do they keep showing the most gay pictures of Stevie J when on the internet whenever they talk about him and 50? Yeah. You thought
Okay.
Diddy was the worst one.
Let's get into let's take a little segue here
with the raw sushi.
Stevie J, bruh, thou dost protest too much. Like his whole TMZ interview.
Oh yeah.
It was cringe. It was. He tried. I hate when people try to use the black movement to validate their opinion about stuff. It's like, nigga, you guilty, bro. Quit trying to sit there and talk about 50 and his involvement in the black community. He's trying to take a black man. Shut that shit up, bro. You weren't saying that when you were clapping cheeks and running a fucking child trafficking scheme.
Oh, not black, just any
white,
cheeks.
All kind of kids.
Not just any cheeks. He was clapping them
snow. You won't fight me in the ring.
Rabbits? Is that what you called him?
Bro,
he was fucking snow rabbits.
This nigga, did you see it, Russ? He was like, well, you won't fight me in the ring. You won't do, man.
Like, let me just say something real quick. So
Stevie J sweating on me. That nigga gonna enjoy it.
Whenever you was a kid, whenever you was a kid and niggas accuse you of some shit that you did, the first thing you would do, and you was guilty of it, would be you would straight go to physical shit. You'd be like, "I'll whoop your ass."
Yeah.
whenever he his response was
Boogie, motherfucker,
motherfucker Sam, you can't eat
Boogie,
shit cold. You can't eat shit cold.
50 said, you gay. That nigga didn't even say no. He said, fight me, nigga. That nigga ain't even said no yet. All this shit, that nigga ain't even said, I ain't fuck that white boy without a condom. That nigga ain't said no, you did it, nigga. Like, you did it, nigga, and you're gross.
That nigga said, what you say about my mama?
So whenever it played out like that, I said, "Oh shit, all this shit is true, dog."
Nah, bro, that means my nigga Meek somewhere in the box with some air holes in it and a butthole in the back. Like, nigga, no.
Man, dreams and nightmares took a whole nother meaning, bro.
Nigga, animal cages, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
Hey, no, somebody said. Y'all seen the video where Meek Mill is in the swimming pool, and his ass is sticking out.
Oh no, man!
And Puffy's like, "Yo, Daddy been putting in work." No, and Meek's like, no. Oh my God!
This is
like you can't make this up, bro. You cannot make.
No, you
up.
can't. And hey, like I said last week, Boogie, when a nigga run to an island where you can't be arrested, nigga, nigga said, "Go get my son, Meek."
Is he like
bring him to?
Is that what he's at now?
Oh man,
is he there? Is he at a fugitive status or no?
I believe he on the island. He's on the island. They can put as many charges as they want. He on the island now.
He's back in the States now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga dumb.
He has
stupid.
He got to. If he stays on the island, he's admitting that he's guilty. So he's gonna try to live as normal life as he can.
That nigga's life is anything but normal.
We know he's guilty. But the court of law doesn't say so yet.
He didn't even live a normal life before. He was beating bitches, fucking dudes, and pissing on those. Yeah, Carisha, we didn't forget about you. You're a fucking drug mule.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh, guys, guess what I realized? It just came to me. Carisha's a bottom bitch. Hold up, wait. She was helping Diddy traffic the hoes, which means she was helping get hoes. She was getting fucked and pissed on. She was a bottom bitch. It's hard out here for Diddy. She was like Tarisha in that movie.
Man.
What is it? That Hustle and Flow.
This is true. Damn.
Golly, man.
Diddy was out here king pinning.
For those out there listening and watching the show tonight, we kind of took a turn from sports, and we had to talk about Diddy.
Yeah,
I mean, how can you not talk about? I mean, like, it's on every tabloid, every news outlet, in every group chat known to man with your friends. I mean, this shit is just wild.
I'm sorry.
It's wild.
I'm sorry.
Wild.
I know them niggas like 2 weeks in a row. Like, I'm sorry. It just. I'm not even gonna say it, man. Next.
Yeah.
She just comes.
Get a good laugh
like niggas at a Diddy party.
All right, so Rajon Rondo retires from the game of basketball. In my opinion, he's got a legendary career. Maybe not from a statistical point of view, but just his influence, his defensive prowess, his ability to pass the ball. Like he's one of the most crafty players in our generation, and he retires, man. What are your thoughts? First of all, what is a memory that you have of Rondo that you like to share?
He punched the fuck out of Chris Paul. Fuck that. Everybody, I'm gonna be the nigga to say it. Nah, niggas gonna try to say, I remember when he faked around the back, or I remember, nigga, you remember when that nigga got into it, Chris Paul, and said, nigga, I got a ring, bink, bink, nigga, bitch, and I can fight, nigga, shut up talking to me. He was when he.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, he was one of the greatest pure point guards we ever saw. As a Rondo fan, he won the war, 2 rings. The other guy has none. We kind of know who that nigga was. So put that 9 on and rock that shit. Congratulations, Rondo. You made your fans happy.
Yeah.
The one thing that I would always remember Rondo for was, of course he had a, like you said, legendary career on the court. He is a Celtics legend. But it was the one thing that it was what I perceived to be his sense of humor off the court, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I just found him to be a very funny motherfucker in all his interviews and shit like that. When they said, "Where did your mama come up with the name?" Rajon said, "I don't know. She's making shit up." It's like, fuck. Man. So with that shit, it was another incident where, he was talking about, former teammate and shit like that. So, like Rondo, that was my that's how I like to remember him.
Yeah.
He said what the fuck he wanted.
Yeah,
he wanted.
He did not mention.
I'll also add, before you cap it off, I'll also add, and he was, while we make all of our jokes, he was one of the most brilliant basketball players to ever step foot on that 94 feet. And I do think when he's ready, he'll probably be one of the best coaches that we've ever seen.
Yes.
Because one Tubby Smith said when he was at Kentucky, I remember watching, I think it was some sort of documentary that was just highlighting, and it might have been a basketball love story, which, if you haven't watched that, it's one of the greatest basketball documentaries ever. But Tubby Smith ended up saying, oftentimes Rondo would say things and talk his shit, and you would be mad at him because he was so like forward thinking with it, and like he was like, "I'm right and you're fucking wrong, stupid, do what I say." But he said after you got through being mad at him for being so rude, you look back and say, "Damn, this motherfucker was right," And on top of that, lastly, he did piece up Ray Allen too. Don't fuck with Rondo because he gonna beat you up, my nigga.
Man, the fact that he beat up Chris Paul, Chris Paul don't look like he can fight at all, bro.
Chris Paul, yeah, he does.
Like he just looked like he the type of nigga that just gonna sit there and let you hit him.
Well,
what's he gonna
do?
I mean, we did.
I mean,
one of the dirtiest players I've ever seen, Chris Paul.
Okay, is he more dirty than Bruce Bowen?
Bruce Bowen was an excellent defender, though. He was.
Bruce Bowen was an excellent nigga to stand on your ankle, your foot.
Yeah, bro.
He was dirty, but let's not act like dirty. Bruce Allen. I mean, Bruce Bowen wasn't that dude on defense.
I think you know what? I think even though this took a turn to why a nigga hate Chris Paul, and I didn't mean for it to go that way, but shit, Brandon Jennings would appreciate it. But I think it's the hitting niggas in the nuts as a man, bitch ass nigga. Bro. You can't, and you're short. You can't be short and hit niggas in the nuts. You's a whole ass nigga, and you do it time and time and time and time again. Like, god damn, little nigga, stop hitting niggas in the nuts.
Yeah, man,
that shit ain't cool. That nigga always hitting somebody in the balls.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Why are you doing that shit? But no, other than that. No, he was a great point guard. But no, back to Rondo. Let's focus on the man on topic. Rondo had a great career. I fuck with him heavily. I do believe he was the engine that got that Celtics team where they needed to go. He was not the best player, but he was the one to get them organized. And I believe that's what caused their ultimate fall, because they stopped relying on him to just run the show around everybody, and everybody started trying to kind of like be the one that did their own thing. And really, it was just give the ball to Rondo and let him tell you what to do. So, he's really, really good, somewhat underrated. But he did his thing. 2 rings. What can you say?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, 2 rings. Dude was his best season was probably 2010, 2011. That dude had, what did he have? Like 12 points a game, 11.7 assists, 2.3 steals per game. Like,
oh goddamn,
that dude.
I'll put it up.
He was
that's
good,
a
bro.
memory though. It's not a good memory, but that's a memory.
Kobe that's a good memory.
That was some foul ass shit. That nigga Kobe was playing defense with his arms out and walking away from that nigga like, nah, we just gonna guard someone else. and it worked. I know them niggas in Boston was mad, like, nigga, pre-Ben Simmons, shoot that bitch.
That nigga couldn't shoot. He could not shoot, man, but he could do everything else.
He could do everything. He got better at shooting. After that, he did get better at shooting after that. He did.
Yeah.
After the ultimate disrespect, he did get better at shooting, but that is a hell of a memory. Not a good one for Rojon, but a great one for us, because Kobe did say, nigga, fuck you. You don't work in your craft.
I ain't gonna lie. Some niggas used to say, they was like, why do you don't excuse me. was like, why don't you pronounce the J? And you do pronounce the J. It's a soft J. And Rajon Rondo's is because the nigga ain't got a J in him. I was just like, oh, that's some shit.
Dang.
Hey, they used to say Ace and Kid. Why? Because he ain't got no J.
Yeah.
Bro.
Brutal.
Yeah, that nigga said I'm living through Luca right now though. But yeah, what's up, man? What we got, man?
Hey, and he over here trying to get another contract too. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But all right, so speaking of retiring, the Warriors of Golden State or San Francisco, however you wanna coin them up here.
Them niggas live in San Francisco now, cuz.
Is it over? Is it over? Because
at some point it ends,
right?
Yeah. At some point it ends. But are you asking? Is this the end? Like
is this the end of an era? I mean, we know they're not winning a championship, but they got pieces on that roster, namely their big three. Clay can't shoot anymore.
Clay traveled. Fuck that. I don't know if y'all watched the game last night. Clay traveled. You motherfucker. You traveled. But yeah, I'm sorry. You
Draymond's extremely limited.
Yeah.
But Curry's still balling, but he's 37, 38 years old. Like, how much longer Clay ain't gonna be on the roster next year. I don't even know if Draymond is.
It depends. I mean, you can't. I agree with the sentiment of you can't fully rebuild with Steph on the roster because he's not old enough. I mean, he's not young enough to go through that. So maybe one person is gone, but to ultimate point, are we watching the end of it? Yes, we are. I got an argument, you know him, Boogie, a certain friend of ours who loves Steph Curry so much, and I made the mistake of telling him enjoy the sunset, nigga. You don't have to do that because he's never gonna watch us. That nigga is like, I am not fucking with y'all. Fuck you. But I told him enjoy the sunset, nigga. Because it's over. Now, do I believe some things could be done? It's not over for Steph. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
It's not over for Steph. But as far as the Golden State Warriors are constructed with that big three, yeah, it's enjoy the sunset, nigga. That shit's over. Clay can't do what he normally used to do, which was be the number one at random times when you didn't expect it and just kill. You got Draymond who's snapping every other game, like going fucking crazy. He's like a dog with rabies. Like on the court, like off the court, he's like docile and he's like, yes. Once the whistle blows, he's like, nah, nigga, nah. like it is though.
He kicked somebody's nuts the other day. Who he kicking the nuts?
Bro, he kicked who was it? Was it Kelly Oubre? I forget who it was. No, it wasn't Kelly Oubre. But I forget. But yes, no, it was on the Atlanta match. Was it on Atlanta? Anyways, he was in someone's grill. And he was like kicking him in the nuts, like the dude, like once the whistle blows, he loses his fucking mind, which at times you need, but right now it's not helping them. And so, like, I don't know what they're gonna do because it's a weird situation because who wants to go there? Number one, and then number two is, are you gonna? Steph's not gonna want to move. You know what I'm saying? Steph seems like the type that's like, I want to win, but at the same time, I'm gonna die on this shield. Like, so if this is how we go out, then this is how we're gonna go out. We're just gonna go out, and I'm gonna wear this blue. You know what I'm saying? So and gold. So I don't know what moves they're gonna. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do, but I do think the big three as assembled, the Steph, the Clay, the Draymond, it's reached its end. You know what I'm saying? And it's on some Game of Thrones shit. Start playing the Reigns of Castamere because that shit's over. Them niggas dead.
Yeah, man. And it's like you said, Draymond gets out there and wilds up. He's fighting like a dog that don't want to die, man. But every dog got his day, man, and they all gotta go. And one of the things that I've seen is that the young eat the old. That's how the progression of sports always goes.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing in Houston, Tari Eason has been barking a lot at Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Chirping at them, and they're a young team, becoming my favorite team, in the NBA, and they're on the uptick, and not saying that they're going to get them, but it's going to be other teams that are better than the Houston Rockets that are going to be looking to go ahead and, as a Game of Thrones reference, go ahead and give them that final final swing and give him the old Ned Art Stark treatment. You know, yeah.
Hey, sometimes. No, I mean, I give him credit though. You're gonna fight to the end, but the end is coming. Like, honestly, if you get to the plan, you make it, you play Minnesota, Anthony Edwards is gonna try to fucking kill you, and not try. He's probably gonna kill you. Like he's the way that he's playing right now. Like a lot of people, like, oh, the names and Boogie, you've heard me say this. Sterling, you heard me say this. Like, basketball is not a popularity contest, so. This is about who's gonna ball out and who's gonna play, and now it's looking like y'all are doing what y'all need to do. You got lucky against the Mavs last night. Let's just be honest; they didn't call some calls. You got some things went y'all's direction, Golden State, and you got a dub.
That's
but
fair.
in the long run, a good dub because they need that dub to stay ahead of the Rockets, and the Rockets needed us to win. It's like the Mavericks will do anything and everything to fuck over a team in their division, even if it cost us a game. But I do think we're just looking at the end of that, and that just is what it is. I don't even think we talking shit. Like niggas is 36 and 37 and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's
time,
coming
man.
in, bro. Yeah, like
it's a long run, and it's a respectable run. I mean, they won 3-4 championships.
Yeah, I believe
Four.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive in the LeBron era. Like that's impressive, man. That's really impressive. So
they are the ones that impeded LeBron from his ultimate undeniable GOAT status.
Yeah. I think
like they are the ones. They are the ones that did that.
No, it's true. I think Steph probably got 3 more productive years left in him. I mean, the way he plays, he might have more.
I think he got like 5 or 6. Like I think Steph could literally play it until he's 40s because the way he plays and he shoots a lot of jumpers, and so like that's not going to be too taxing on his body. But it's just what are you going to ask him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ask Steph to go out here and be like, "Yo, man, we need you to go on these fucking crazy runs where you hit like 6-7 threes in a row," and it's like, my nigga, like you can't ask him to do that. You can ask him to score buckets, but like the older he gets, we can't expect everybody to be LeBron James. This is what makes LeBron James amazing because he's 39, like 30 fucking 9, and we don't even talk about him as falling off. We're just like, people talk about him like he should be able to get 40 for us. Like, and everybody else were like, look at the sunset. So it's a good run by the Warriors, but it's gonna be interesting to see what they try to do.
Yeah,
I
mean, it don't matter.
I don't think Steph leaving though at all.
The Nuggets are winning the title this year again, so
unless they play the Mavericks,
I don't think. I
ride, Sterling. I ride. And 7 games. Oh.
We Dallas not winning that, and we can I love Dallas, but they ain't beating Jokic and them boys.
If Dallas Mavericks are healthy, we can beat them. Dallas Mavericks healthy, we can beat anybody. Honestly, I truly believe the reason why we lost last night is because we didn't have Lively.
He's out for 2 weeks.
He's out for 2 weeks. He wasn't in the lineup, and if we had him, then we don't have to play Maxey in the post as much, and he gets it done. Like the Mavericks are nice. Like this ain't just like
good. It's good,
raw. This ain't just raw. It's not just raw. The Mavericks are fucking
it's
nice.
Raw if we're talking about beating the Nuggets in the playoffs.
Not exactly. The Mavericks have shown that they can play against that team and have beaten that team.
Yeah. We saw what Kyrie did to him a few weeks ago, right? But playoffs is a different ball game. All right, let's shift to some NFL, shall we? Real quick though, Vontae Davis passes away this week, man. Shout out to the Davis family, man. Our condolences from the hesi goes out to you guys. Don't know why, how. It's just unfortunate, man. The dude, I mean, one of the memories I have of him was with the Bills when he quit in the third quarter. Hey, that shit was funny, dog.
I think that's everybody's.
Like, that's a young man's game.
Yeah. But I found out, only I think maybe a year ago that him and Vernon Davis was brothers. I did not.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
And I found
I did not know that.
Like a year ago.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So
I saw a little blip today, and I was like, "Word."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "What?" Like,
because it was a interview where they were interviewing Vernon, and they was asking him about the Vontae Davis retirement, and it was like, I think if I'm not mistaken, Vernon excuse me, was just saying like, him and they will communicate before each game. And he said he had no clue that he was going to retire. Leading up into it, he said he found out whenever, one of his teammates asked him. So, but yeah, man, I think, the report that I read, it said that there was no foul play suspected. So I guess we just have to wait to see what really happened. But, our condolences, as, Sterling said, to the Davis family.
So
I will say this. One of my memories is not just the halftime, but it was when he was with the Dolphins and Joe Philbin, or whatever that fucking coach that sucked.
Yeah, Joe Philbin. Yeah.
Joe Philbin was giving him such a hard time, and he was like, "Get me out here, man! I don't want to play here no more." Like that nigga sounded like Rick, but no, I mean like Morty.
Morty.
He sounded like Morty.
Was that on Hard Knocks?
Yeah, it was on Hard Knocks.
Okay.
It was hard, but he was like, "Man, get me out of here, man!" And yeah, they got him up out of Dodge, and the Dolphins sucked butt that year at covering the pass. And the Colts ended up having a pretty good defense. So, like, not only like we give condolences and stuff, but like for those that don't know, like he was actually dope at football.
He was good,
like,
man.
Really dope at football.
Yep,
crazy that
Davis
crazy
boys
were
really. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know Vernon Davis was a fucking freak.
Davis,
he was the reason why he's the reason why niggas from Maryland get drafted now.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
maybe
what's his name? What's the dude that be on TV? Dominique Foxworth. Maybe Dominique Foxworth, because
can't stand him.
People, that nigga was cold at DB. I'm not.
He was.
That nigga. Hey, he can have the worst takes ever, but he can cover a receiver, except for the Burner Turner, Willie the Burner Turner. That picture lives on in infamy.
Hey man, Willie Turner. Yeah, I remember.
Dominique Foxworth, dog.
Let's not go on a tangent. Nah, Sterling's like, I'm about to be like, fuck this nigga, man.
I'm gonna let him live today. I'll get him another time, man. Hey, big news out of the NFL. We got Stephon Diggs traded to the Houston Texans.
I'm hating.
So, when the news came out, I don't know if y'all did this, but I know I did this. When I was looking at Twitter, I had to make sure I was reading the Adam Schefter handle correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Because, a lot of people like do fake Adam Schefter, news and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, I looked at it like 3 times before I was like, okay, this is real. And when it set in, I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, me personally, y'all know this. It was time for Diggs to go for many reasons. Many reasons. The cryptic tweets, the attitudes, the stuff that I know from a few sources with from the organization on the team. Like it was just a toxic situation. And I was told, that dude was playing his last down. He was playing when the playoffs was over. A few weeks after that, I got word that he ain't coming back to Buffalo. That's what I heard. So, but I didn't know when he was going to get traded, if he was going to get traded. Sometimes when you hear stuff like that, you're like, okay, emotions are flaring because, you just lost the game and so forth or whatever. But then my problem with the whole situation is, and we'll get to the compensation and get you guys' thoughts on this, is that a lot of people were saying that the Bills will never trade Stephon Diggs because of the dead cap hit. And it couldn't happen. It won't happen. Why would the Bills do that? Stephon Diggs and his tweets are, he loves Buffalo. He wants to be there. And I firmly believe from the past 2 seasons that he's been telling you, I don't want to be there. Anytime there was an opportunity to back up the team, back up Josh Allen, he didn't do it. And so he got his wish. He's with Houston. And Houston, man, they are a wagon right now. They are a fucking wagon with CJ Stroud.
Let me just say this here, and yeah, that's been kind of the rumor mill out here has been churning, is that that they were going to but let me just go ahead and say this, and I feel like I should go ahead and put my Houston Texans beanie on before I even say all this. Like, we have to give respect where respect is due and give a shout out to Nick Caserio and the Texas front office, because these motherfuckers have been like, like to go from one franchise quarterback into what happened to that franchise to turn it around this quick. Yeah. Like you got to go ahead.
We shouldn't even let Russ in this segment because the Cowboys apparently don't do shit. So,
man, okay. See, I was being silent. And everybody talk. I wish nothing but the worst on all these niggas in Houston and love the Texans because why y'all get nice things? Like why we down the street? Why we down the street? We got a box of fucking chocolates and y'all got a car with a turbocharger in it. This is bullshit. The Houston Texans, you know, Boogie. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all don't deserve this nigga. I had an argument after Stephon Diggs caught that Hail Mary pass. And after he had that great season, I had an argument with a bunch of Texans fans. And they laughed at me when I said he was better than Michael Thomas. They laughed at me when I said he would be better than him in the next couple of years. Don't squint your eyes. That nigga got hurt and he ain't better than Stephon Diggs. And that was the truth.
I'm not saying no. Stephon Diggs is better than Michael Thomas.
And now y'all get him. Y'all don't deserve him. The Cowboys are stuck in neutral and Dak is driving a car. We go crash. Like, this is not right. Like, what did we do? Ye old football gods. What did we do? What did we do? I ain't showing no love. I ain't showing nobody love. Fuck love. Jerry don't love us. Steven don't love us. Nigga, nobody loves us. Why does everybody else have nice things? I'm starting to think that the motherfucking 90s Cowboys made a deal with the devil. Y'all niggas were snorting cocaine and winning Super Bowls. That shit ain't right. What the fuck? You sacrificed the kids. We was the babies.
1,000 times primo. Yeah, that pure uncut.
Man.
Yeah, the best
so,
of the best.
Nick Caserio, though.
These niggas hold up. These niggas went ahead and they turned around after a season where they got the quarterback, Sterling. We talked about it. You know it. We talked about it. We said, even though I like Richardson, and even though you like the guys you like, we said, man, CJ.
He was the one.
CJ a dog. They got they about to come. They went and got Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon had to leave Ohio because he shot at a kid. Now he in Texas.
Yeah, gun law's loose, baby.
Gun law's loose, nigga. It don't even matter. You shoot at a kid in Texas, they gonna say, "What was he doing on your property, son?" Like, nah, like I don't understand. Like, God, dog. Like they Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, C.J. Stroud, Go ahead.
Tank Dell, John Mechie,
Danielle Hunter. Like, let's talk
Dalton Schultz. You said Dalton Schultz, right?
Yeah.
Why are they have now become Team Texas?
Yeah.
That's why I named the show what I did. They are Team Texas now. The Dallas Cowboys, we ain't shit.
So
we sitting in the back waiting for the blunt. We ain't roll it. We ain't get to hit it.
I don't even know if you get to touch it.
Yeah, we do, but the niggas gonna make us go last, and they gonna play with our emotions and snatch it from us. Yeah. I'm just playing with you. They're
gonna wet the end up. Pause. No diddy.
No diddy.
By the time Dallas get to it, it's gonna be all wet the fuck up.
And you know what?
The lighter, bring that bitch.
And instead of having some self-respect, nigga, we gonna hit that hoe. We ain't gonna hit that hoe with the lighter. We're gonna look around.
Okay, so here's the question then.
Jacking them.
So we could say that they are the best team in Texas. We can agree to that, right? If you were to put the Cowboys and the Texans on the field right now.
On paper? Yeah, I got
the Texans will get it.
We play this year. Yeah, and as far as right now, I have zero faith that the Cowboys are gonna do some shit. And maybe that's what the Cowboys need, us to not believe. Because shit, we believe in them every other year. Excuse me, we believe in them every other year. Let our ass down. What fucking Texans got the other brother?
When you guys opinion,
I'm sorry, guys. How you have this nigga's brother and they traded him for some turkeys? They traded that nigga for a second round pick next year. My nigga.
I mean,
so hold on, but let me be the person of reality here and gathering how people in the league describe Stephon Diggs. He's either going to have the best of times in Houston or the worst of times. Well, not the worst of times. He's going to have a good time or a very, really, really good time. And
Boogie. Boogie.
Is he James Harden?
Guys.
Let's be honest.
When you're family, and when you're family, you do the same shit.
Nigga, you sound like Olive Garden.
You saw what his brother did. and who his brother did it with. Yeah. So number one, when your family, and you're gonna do the same shit. Number two, the nigga has spent his NFL career in 2 places, Minnesota and Buffalo.
Yeah.
This nigga about to go crazy in Houston on the field and off the field. Yeah. He's about to have the time of his life.
He's gonna have it. He's gonna enjoy.
Now he's gonna love this shit. Yeah. He's going, and he's in Texas where he cares about football. And in Texas, all the quadrants of it, whether you're in Dallas or you're in San Antonio, Austin, or you're in fucking Houston, we love the game of football. And so he's gonna be fine.
So let's but even though it's a good trade. I think it's a good trade for both teams. Stephon Diggs he's in November, he will be a 31-year-old receiver, okay, on a $22 million contract per year. I mean, that's a big contract to take. Now the Houston Texans, they're not paying a quarterback. They have the money. It's not an issue of the money. Yeah. But how many more years of productivity does he have left in him? And the good thing is, in Houston, they have so many weapons. They don't need him to be, even though he is the number 1 receiver, they don't need him to be like this all-world receiver like Buffalo needed.
But you know what I'm saying? But he is Sterling. Even though y'all didn't want him in Buffalo, in Houston, it's a different dynamic. This nigga gonna kill. Like the way that the offensive coordinator's drawing up plays, and the fact that he's able to get guys like Nick. There we go. I was just about to say he got guys like Nico Collins running around. He's got guys like Tank running around. And then they added Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is going to be such an underrated.
Let's be real about Joe Mixon.
Okay, he's not washed.
And you're saying that because he's the Oklahoma guy. Stop it.
No,
Joe
Mixon
is washed.
No. Back. Now, number one.
Joe Mixon is washed.
He's not washed. He shot at a kid. He's not washed. He shot at a kid. That's 2 different things. He shot at a kid. He shot at a kid. Allegedly.
He allegedly pulled a gun out in a woman's face and said, "I'll end you" or some shit like that.
And he punched the chick. And you know what I'm saying? So thank you. Shout out to Sherrod. He had 1K. No, he had 1K last. No,
my God.
And he's the type of running back that knows how to operate in an explosive offense. He had Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Joe Burrow. And what were they doing? Whenever you were scared of them receivers, they gave him the ball and he knew what to do with it. I'm just saying he's not the best, but he don't need to be. That offense is loaded and the quarterback that they have is scary. CJ Stroud is a fucking murderer. Like he is a murderer, not the kind that's loud. He's a beekeeper. That nigga is the beekeeper, nigga. Like you call that nigga in when everybody else is wilding. CJ, get this shit together. He gonna throw touchdowns, run for touchdowns, hand off for them hoes. Like, I expect Houston's offense to be a top 5 offense in the NFL, and nobody be able to stop it.
I'm not down on the Houston Texans offense. What I'm trying to say is, like, let's not pretend like they're getting the version of Joe Mixon that was 5 years ago, because that's not the version of Joe Mixon. Well, I'm just saying when we talk about I don't look at Joe Mixon like Joe Mixon is a guy that you're not game planning for. Like they got a bunch of receivers, a really good tight end, and CJ Stroud. Like he's gonna eat just because of who's on the offense. Like
but
let's not say like he's this bell cow running.
No, it's not that. No, I'm not saying he's a bell cow. What I'm saying is this: when it's second and short, you got to respect the play action. Do you not? For real. With him back there,
sure.
And if you have to respect the play action, fucking CJ Stroud is gonna go crazy because this whole offense is based off the play action. Their offense, the San Francisco 49ers offense, the fucking whoever just named the Rams offense. It's the Shanahan tree. It's all based off of, do we have a guy that's gonna make you believe that we are going to run it for positive yardage? And if we can do that, I am going to leak every other piece of talent out of the on the field, from wide receiver to tight end. And it's not the scary thing that they do that. The scary thing is that what happens when you add the talent to it, like San Francisco did. And this is what Houston has done. San Francisco said, man, we got everything except for a running back that makes you go, So they went and got Christian McCaffrey, Super Bowl. They lost, but Super Bowl. The Texans said, we got the quarterback We got one wide receiver. We got the running back when they went and got Joe Mixon. We said, what can make this offense make other people say, oh my God, how are we going to stop it? Let's go get Stephon Diggs and let's put him in a situation where he doesn't have to worry about being doubled. Because even though the Bills were really good, they did have a Nico Collins and Stephon did his thing. But I'll say this.
They didn't have no Nico Collins.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, I'm glad I said it so that you could be the one to correct me. They don't have one, and the Texans do. And the Texans have a Tank, and the Texans have a Mixon, and the Texans have a Schultz, and they are going to be a team that is very, very. Dolphins is another Shanahan tree. Thank you. They're going to be a very, 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 very hard team to stop because when they get into second and short, third and short, second and medium, you don't know what the fuck they're going to do. You're going to be lost.
No, they're going to be good. Like, if you ask me right now, I would say they're probably the second or third best team in the AFC.
On paper, right now, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I only got the Chiefs. Well, I'll say
Ravens.
They may be fourth. They may be fourth or fifth. I'll say top five because when Joe Burrow gets healthy, you can't deny the Bengals.
No, I can't put the Bengals there right now. I can't,
bro. I'm not going to disrespect them like that, bro.
And it's not disrespectful. The Houston,
it's not, but
they've earned it. They are better. Don't injuries, the Bills. They are. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something about the Bengals, and I fuck with Joe Burrow, okay, but that is a franchise, man. If you say, hey, how are you gonna fuck this up? Oh, the Bengals say, hold my beer. Like they didn't get lucky, but they're riding a wave of they've drafted Joe Burrow, they got Jamar Chase, and they got T. Higgins, right? They still refuse to fix that offensive line. They lost DJ Reader in the offseason, right? So they're gonna have to go D-tackle round one with Byron Murphy. They have to do that. And then they got a young secondary that hasn't proven anything. So all I'm saying is right now, if you put the Texans and the Bengals up, the Texans beat them boys. They beat them. They beat the Bills.
I think we gotta
watch
it. I think we gotta watch it.
Right? So who like, okay, so you the Chiefs obviously are number one.
I am not going to I don't want to sit here and say the Texans can't do it, but I'm not going to not believe in the Bengals healthy. No,
that's
I can't
fair.
because when the Bengals are healthy, they've beaten everybody. So when we're talking about the top five teams in the AFC, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, we got the Bengals, we got the Ravens, we got the Texans. Who am I missing?
Out the AFC?
The Bills are probably fifth on that list.
Bills. Okay. And then we don't know what's going to happen with the Steelers because Mega Coach got two quarterbacks.
I ain't worried about them niggas.
All right, don't be.
Steelers.
Don't be. The nigga with gray faces done made the playoffs.
Hell no. We're not finna do that,
bro. Mason Rudolph
is trash.
And Mitchell Trubisky
trash.
And Kenny Pickett.
Trash.
Okay. And now is Russell Wilson better?
Trash.
Is he better though?
It's not much. Slightly.
Is Fields better?
I think Fields is better.
I'm talking about the three trash quarterbacks than we saw before.
Better than those three, sure, but not by
because
much.
The point I'm making is we got a coach in Mike Tomlin that's able to make fucking. Y'all ever saw that? You ever read that book Stone Soup?
Nah,
You know what I'm talking about, Boogie?
Chicken shit, man. You can make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Exactly. Basically, Sterling, it's a story about how this person said they making stone soup and everybody added ingredients to it and it made it really, really good. Well, Mike Tomlin is the guy that said, I'm making stone soup. And then when he says he's making stone soup, everybody does their damnedest to do what they can to make it taste good. I don't know what he does to make his team plays like he does.
He does.
If you think
they play better, but come on now.
Sterling, if you think that Russell Wilson is going to go down there and suck,
nigga, who is he throwing the ball to?
It don't matter. It has never. Who was Tyler Lockett before Russell Wilson?
Nigga, Tyler Lockett was that dude, bro.
Who was Baldwin?
Coming out party, pause, no Diddy.
Who was Baldwin before Russell Wilson? Like these niggas was a running team, and they're a running team. They got Najee and Connor, or was it? I'm sorry, not Connor, but then Najee and Warren. You know what I'm saying? Like Pickens is a dog, so he's a dog. And you best believe that Russell Wilson's gonna find this man had 26 touchdowns last year, and they've had like what 2 or 3 in the last throwing touchdowns the last couple of years.
Here's the thing, though, man. Like Pickens, because Deontay Johnson's not there anymore. Deontay Johnson, he didn't get the ball a lot, but the thing that Deontay Johnson does is he opens up the field for your boy Pickens because he's such a good route runner. So if they don't get a guy that on the outside like Deontay Johnson that can run routes effectively, I think they're gonna start double teaming Pickens, and then that's where he's gonna have issues, in my opinion.
Who's Pittsburgh's OC now?
Oh God,
Arthur Smith.
That's their OC. That's who they hire for offense.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Rap,
bro. But it's a different dynamic as him not as head coach. It's a totally different dynamic. Different dynamic. And Sterling, to your point, which Boogie, I am kind of worried, but it's a different dynamic. So I'm gonna give him some grace. And Boogie, and to Sterling, to your point, when have the Steelers not had a receiver to replace when they let go?
I mean, that's been their history. But I mean, come on though.
They never fuck it up. It's like the Green Bay Packers and quarterbacks, bro. They never fuck it up. Like they never fuck it up.
Right now, they don't have it, and they got to do it.
They will.
Right?
They'll fuck around and end up with
Xavier Leggett. This is the draft class to do it in. I mean, there's
they're
everywhere, right?
You know they are, Sterling. You know they are. You're just like, I'm gonna wait for them to do it. But the Steelers are going to draft a receiver that's going to be a damn near.
They need to get a quarterback. Is what they need to do.
They got 2. One of them's going to pan out.
What they say? If you got 2, you ain't got 1.
Unless you're Mike Tomlin.
Bro, Mike Tomlin is fucking
God's get the coaching. He is,
bro.
He is. He's awesome.
He ain't that nice, bro.
If you can make the playoffs with Mason Rudolph, you are the shit. I'm not like Kenny Pickett couldn't throw touchdowns. That team shouldn't make the playoffs, bro. And they do this. The reason this man is a magician.
He's a great coach.
He's and I know it's like, damn, you gas him, but fuck, I don't have a reason not to gas him. He's taking shit and making chicken salad, like Willie said.
I mean, he earned my respect when he took a picture with Glorilla. So
everybody loves Glorilla.
Hey, she fine, bro. She fine.
Everybody loves her. She got a membership to that place. Bro. Oh, damn, that slipped.
That was a great interview, though. But anyway,
I ain't gonna say that shit again. But whoever caught it, you caught it. Let's go.
Boogie, any closing remarks on the Texans' place in the AFC? Are they Super Bowl contenders? We'll answer that question, and we'll get out of here. But what are the Texans?
All this don't mean nothing unless you can beat the Chiefs. These are all moves. I'm assuming because you've gotten close and you've seen what you needed. You were really one game away from being in the AFC championship, and you can't get that close and not. It's like you're climbing the mountain and you get close and you just get to you're getting to the apex and you just fucking fall down. You know what you need next time to get over that hump, and I think they're making the necessary moves. It's very comforting, to see a different attitude with this team, because in the past they weren't this aggressive. They were never this aggressive, but now. It's kind of like a whole new coat on the Texans. Like they're going to get new jerseys next year or some shit like that. So
yeah,
this is kind of like the rebirth of a franchise here that we're kind of looking at. But it don't mean shit unless you beat Kansas City, and I still have them at number 1 as the team to beat. So the moves are comforting. I think that in time, they get them. The young eat the old, but. They're a young team, and they're going to be ready. But now, I don't see them as a Super Bowl contender. AFC Championship is what I give them.
Okay, so all right. So with that being said, before we get out of here, we're gonna hit that round 1 mock draft. Now we know the Texans pick at 42. So Boogie, you're gonna pick for the Texans. Russ, you obviously going to pick for the Cowboys. I'm going to pick for the Bills. Now, as we get closer to the NFL draft, we will prolong our mock draft. We will do different simulations here on out the draft. And Russ and I and Boogie will talk about these prospects in detail. But fellas, I did not tell y'all this. Are you ready for the 2024 NFL Draft to pick your motherfucker tonight? You round one. Are you guys ready? Can you handle it? Can you want the smoke or not, bro?
Right now?
Right now. Oh yeah, right now. Right now. You ready? Let me know.
If you want the smoke, we can get it. I got what I need ready. I'm the last pick anyway.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right. So right now, the Bears are on the clock, so we are gonna start the draft. Now, here's some notables that we got here. Okay, so we got Caleb Williams going number 1, Drake May number 2. So we got 3 quarterbacks in the first 3. Marvin Harrison is the first receiver off the board. Malik Neighbors is the second one, and Rome Odunze went 8th. I'm just notable names. JJ McCarthy went to the Vikings as we all kind of think he will. Now let's get to it. So the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock with the 24th pick. According to PFF, the Cowboys, y'all need running back, wide receiver, tackle, center, interior defensive lineman, linebacker, and cornerback. And right now, you got some guys on the board. Okay, so you want to take a look at those names. You got notable names. Jerzon Newton is a dog. Cooper DeJean, who Trayvon Diggs vouched for this week. Nate Wiggins and Kool-Aid McKinstry. So you got cornerbacks here. I don't know if that's really what they want to do. Jackson Powers Johnson is the best interior offensive lineman. Adonai Mitchell, Peyton Wilson. I mean, what are you thinking here, Russ? Who you want?
So at 24, I'm torn between 2 prospects because I'm reaching for skill position players because we didn't really do nothing in free agency. So if it's me, that means when we go in the draft, we're going to try to get the best talent available at certain positions. Okay. My first and I guess you could say my heart wants to go Adonai Mitchell. But I know that we can get but we have CD. And Adonai is a future number 1. And so I think that we're going to skip on AD, or I would skip on AD. It hurts, but he's going to have to go somewhere else and be great. And I'm going to go ahead and reach, and I'm taking Trey Benson, bro. I want my running back. I want my running back that's going to put in work. I want my running back that's going to get me 1,000+ yards. I want a guy. I'm gonna put him behind a line that's already good. I want a guy that I know for a fact that I'm reaching. But I believe that Trey Benson is going to be a star at the next level, bro. Behind a good line, a really good star. And I think the Cowboys, above anything else, you can put receivers out there if you want to, but they need a guy that Dak can hand the ball off to lessen his fuck ups.
That's fair, but you're getting fired. But we're gonna let you get Trey Benson. GM Russ is getting fired tonight.
Look, I get fired because there's offensive linemen that look better and there's other, but I believe in my cornerbacks. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I want a guy in the backfield. We don't have our running back no more, Tony Pollard. They talk about bringing Zeke back. That's empty. Let's go ahead and get a guy that can produce. We know for a fact he can produce. And I think that running backs being drafted early being a sin is something that people got to get off of. If the guy's good, he's good.
Yeah, no, Trey Benson's got 4.3 speed. I mean, he's elusive. He can make things happen laterally that I really like. Contact balance is there. I mean, he's probably the best running back in the class. It's just hard taking a running back in the first round this year. It's
hard, but I'm saying I'm reaching.
But you're reaching. So you got your guy. Okay, so you got your guy. All right, so Bills are up next. I'm going to pick for the Bills. And obviously, we all fucking know the Bills need wide receiver help. And I'm not even going to take a lot of time doing this. But I'm going to surprise a lot of people here. I'm going to go with Xavier Legette from South Carolina. You're talking about a 6 foot, 220-pound running wide receiver. Oh, dang. My bad, Boogie. I only did 1 round, and the Texans got the 2nd round pick. But you're talking about a guy that he's a 3-level threat. Short, intermediate, deep, country as shit, and he's got the character that you want.
Facts.
He's 24 coming into the league. That's not ideal, but look, he's going to get on the 2nd contract when he's 29 years old. This is if there's a guy you want to start your wide receiver room with now, I think Xavier Legette is that dude. So I like AD Mitchell. He's another guy that I'm considering. Lat McConkey, white boy cooks everybody. But, man, I need a guy with tools and traits and physical ability. And so that's why I go Xavier Legette.
Well, the one thing I'll say about the Texans is that, and they probably won't respect, but prior to the trade, my pick would have been, I'd like to see, Keon Coleman probably suit up for the Texans. But whenever
He'll be there.
But whenever they made this trade, it kind of just let you know that they're going to go with the defense. They need to get another cornerback or a safety or an interior defensive line, defensive tackle, which is where I think they need to go. You got C.J. Henderson and Jeff Okudah both this offseason. So to me, I don't think either one of those guys is a strong number two.
Okay.
I think they make excellent nickels and dime packages personnel. But as far as like to be a number two, no. If you want to go and grab a number two, I think
Kool-Aid McKinstry is going to be there.
Kool-Aid will still be there. Will be a good pickup. What is it? Devondre Sweat at D tackle. It'll be another good pickup as well. But that's what I
pick one.
Yeah, pick one. I got to go with the D tackle.
I knew he was gonna sweat. Sweat a nasty.
Devondre Sweat.
Yeah, Sweat a nasty nigga, man.
That's what.
No Diddy.
But I got to know, who did the Saints pick on the mock draft? I just want to know that.
Yeah, I can pull it up. Hold on.
Saints is a team. They just bums. If the Saints get a quarterback, I'll cry, Boogie. Y'all didn't even get better than this.
Let's see. So the Saints,
they got Chase Young and
Boog. You got Troy Fatanu, tackle from Washington.
Yeah, they need to go because Ramchick, I don't know. He's not the guy that he used to be. And Penning is like I said, man. They got desperate. That year they went ahead. They lost Teron Armstead to free agency, and they went ahead. They got a prospect. The same year they got Olave, and the guy's not panning out. So you got holes in your offensive line. They're getting old. You just lost what's his name? I used to curse his name so much, and I got him out of my memory. Anders Pete as well.
Anders Pete. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you got we lost him. So there's things that need to be addressed on the offensive line. I would love to see other players on there, but we have to address these glaring holes.
I was gonna say on the next mock draft, Boogie got to do the Saints.
He got to do the Saints.
We got to bring in a Texans guy, and I think show viewer Chris Sherrard should be the Texans guy because he got a lot to say about
if
the
he
Texans.
wants to do it, we'll do a
I'm calling him out on the show because you know what I'm saying, he got a lot to say on the mock draft. So I'm gonna try to get him to join us, and we're gonna do the mock draft.
Yeah,
next week or something. We can pop that off, man.
Yeah, we definitely do it next week.
All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap up our show tonight. Hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but keep it locked and loaded right here on the Hezi Podcast, man. It's draft season, baby, and we're gonna be talking about all these prospects, all the scenarios. I mean, the draft just got way more interesting for me being a Bills fan.
Yeah,
we need many wide receivers, not just one.
Yeah.
Russ's team still fucking is in a bunker somewhere, just fucking twiddling their thumbs, ain't doing shit.
Smoking weed in the basement.
Hey, you're doing something, but you're not getting your team better. I know that. Goddamn it, the motherfuckers are crazy. But anyway, man, it's been a pleasure having y'all here on the Hezi Podcast. I'm your host Sterls, Big 30 The Truth, and Boogie in the house, man. Let y'all know.
I was gonna say before you close it out. I always got to give 30's words of wisdom. Hey, man, you got to be there for the sunny days and the rainy days, man. You can't have it both ways.
Whether sunny or gray.
Hey, it's the Hezi Podcast. We out. Bitch, deal with the bad. Let's go.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी याद